Hey guys, and welcome to another helpful video. Today I will share a few tips for a road trip with a toddler. If you're a first-time parent and you're about to take your toddler on a first long road trip, then keep on watching. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Karyna. I am a full-time mom or a stay-at-home mom to my 13-month-old girl Michaela, and here on my channel I share knowledge from my own research, different courses and personal experience, because my mission is to help you girls be confident mamas. That's why I create videos on motherhood, pregnancy, natural birth and breastfeeding topics every single week. And if this sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing, and let's get into today's video. We have just came back from the longest road trip we have ever went on with Michaela. We spent about 5.5 hours driving each way, but with all the stops that we made, it ended up being about 7 to 8 hours each way. And despite the distance, this has been probably the easiest road trip with her. Maybe because she's older now, or maybe we are more prepared, but we were able to keep her happy, or at least calm, pretty much the whole time. During the first year of her life, we took quite a few road trips with her. And back then she needed more than one nap, and she wanted to breastfeed more often, and none of that was possible in the car seat. So a couple of those trips were rough. So that's why I was kind of nervous before this trip, but it turned out to be pretty good. Not easy, but good. I just want to say it here, if you need to pick between traveling by plane with a toddler and traveling by car with a toddler, go for the car. That's my own opinion. But if you have been watching my channel, you know that we took our first flight with Michaela about a month ago, and it wasn't easy at all. I have made a whole separate video about the tips that I've learned for flying with a toddler, and if you haven't seen it yet, I'll have it linked up here and in the description below. Check it out after this video is done. But if you have already seen it, you probably noticed that it was tough. Despite of me trying to be positive about it in that video, it wasn't easy. So from now on we will have to travel by car, I think, at least when it's possible. But if we will ever have to travel with baby, 5 to 10 months old baby, I would say, I would probably rather pick flying. So traveling by car definitely has a few advantages. Privacy, convenience, independent schedule, and plenty of free space for your luggage, which you appreciate when traveling with a child. Even if you have to go on a very long road trip with a toddler, now I think it's possible. It's possible to keep your kid happy on one condition: frequent stops. And splitting your trip in two if we're talking about 15 hours or maybe even 20 hours trips. So toddlers, as you know, have so much energy, and it's really hard for them to sit in the same position for many hours in a row. So if you let your child out of the car, let him or her play and walk around for maybe 20 minutes, even maybe 15 minutes every 2 to 3 hours, it will make a huge difference, trust me. Then it's all about entertainment. And I'll tell you right away, a long road trip won't be possible without screens, unfortunately. At some point, it will be the only thing that will keep your child happy. So, of course, I understand that every child is different, and maybe you're the lucky one, and maybe your child is able to fall asleep in the car seat and will sleep through half of the trip, but I'm pretty sure that that's an exception. So definitely bring a power bank for your phone if that's what your child is gonna be watching. Or maybe he or she has a tablet, don't forget to charge it. But this trip we used a DVD, which Michaela received as a Christmas gift from her grandparents. Thanks a lot to them. It helped me a lot because it's so much more convenient than holding my phone in front of her all the time. So you can also use an HDMI cord and show your phone screen on that TV. That's really cool. Although screen time is definitely not the first one on the list of entertainment. So the number one are toys. So I try to bring toys that she enjoys playing at home and bring some new toys that she haven't seen yet. So right now she enjoys building this pyramid. She also likes cubes and toys like this when you have to put different shapes inside. and she does not give me a break. I have to be involved with her, playing constantly. She will never stay playing alone in the car seat, definitely not in the car seat, maybe sometimes at home. But in the car, I constantly sit in the back with her. It has been about a year since I moved to the back, and I do miss sitting in the front with my husband, but well, what can I do? So also I brought a lot of books. Recently she became very interested in those little baby books. She loves to turn the pages, and she loves when I read it to her, or maybe I tell her what's on the pictures. And also she loves to watch babies and kids, either in real life, in the books, or TV, so I use that thing too. Then snacks. A fat baby is a happy baby, and I made sure to bring enough snacks. This time I brought her favorite puffs from Happy Baby and freeze-dried fruits. And if you have watched my snacks review video, you know that there are only few baby snacks you can buy in a grocery store with clean ingredients. These freeze-dried fruits I found at Aldi. They have a better price for them, and I think have a bigger variety than CVS. I used to buy freeze-dried fruits from CVS, but now Aldi is the place to go. So this kind of snack is definitely my favorite, because your kid won't choke on them, because they dissolve quickly and won't make a big mess in the car, and also it's naturally sweet. That's what Toddler likes. What I also like about it, that it only has one ingredient, the fruit that is advertised on the front. That's very clean. I wish they were organic. I said this before, but what you gonna do? She does not have this every day, so I think that's okay. These two snacks were a huge help, but I also brought baby pouches, because I knew that we won't be always able to feed her what we ate on the road, or sometimes she would get hungry before we had a chance to stop. So I made sure to pick not just veg and fruit pouches. I bought some protein pouches, like with beans, for instance, and those that have grains in them and fiber. The Plum brand has the biggest variety of those. Another tip is bring plenty of clothes for your toddler. I do not usually change her that often at home as I did this trip, so things do get messy on the road. Bring more than you think you'll need. Also, think of getting a more comfortable car seat. We're actually going to buy her a new one, because she is ready for change, and we just realized it. Right now she's using the clickable car seat from our travel system, and there is nothing really wrong with it. It's totally safe to use, and there is plenty of room to grow into. But really it's more suitable for smaller babies, for those who don't sit up on their own. So I think she doesn't really like the positioning of it. So the one we'll get her has more cushion and a better positioning, more upright. And I'll definitely update you on this, and it's totally our fault. I do not understand why I didn't think of this a few months earlier, but anyways, if you want to know about this update, make sure to ring the bell to enable push notifications. I regret that I didn't think about this in time, but this mistake made me tell you about it, and hopefully your child will get a better car seat in time. Also, I wanted to remind you about something very important when it comes to car seats: safety rules. Please go and double check the requirements for your car seat. How to properly install it, how to buckle your baby, how tight should it be, how much room you should allow between the passenger seat in front and the car seat, where should you have the handle, up or down if you're using the clickable one, etc., etc. All of those and more are extremely important in order for the car seat to be safe indeed. Brands have differences in the requirements for installing and using the car seat, so please, after this video is done, check it out again. Make sure you're doing it right, because every day I see kids riding in improper installed and improper buckled car seats on social media and in real life. It scares me, because the statistics say that there would be many more healthy and alive kids if their car seats would be properly buckled and installed. And I don't mean to scare you, I just want to remind you of how important it is, since the safety is always first. And I hope this video was helpful. If so, give it a big thumbs up because it's very important for YouTube algorithm. And if you have any questions, leave them for me in the comments below. I would be happy to help you if I can. And subscribe to my channel for a fresh video every single Thursday. And I want to wish you to have an easy and safe road trip. I'll see you next week. Bye.